Hi everyone, this is Cindy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. And in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is an updated version of a strategy that I put out about 3 weeks ago. And what I have done is I've played around with it some more. I have added a new indicator, which also gives you a second confluence on when you should get into a trade. And I've also changed one of the previous parameters that we had in there, which gives it a little bit better of an entry point. So right now I'm just going to go through the indicators and what you're going to be adding to them or editing them. And then I'm also going to be showing you when there are good places to get into a trade. So the first thing you're going to want to make sure of is that for this strategy, I use 1 minute candles as well as a 1 minute trade time. Trade time is totally up to you. If you're used to trading a larger or longer trade time, then what you can do is just make sure that even with any strategy, you're going to make sure that you do it in a demo first before you start using it in your regular account. But if you want to use a longer trade time, that is totally up to you. Just make sure that you do that in a demo before moving on to risking real money. The next thing we're going to do is add in the indicators, and we're going to be using two moving averages, the stochastic oscillator and the zigzag. And we're going to be making some changes. So the first moving average is going to be set to 3. And I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm going to make it 3 pixels. A lot of people use 2 pixels. I use 3 because even though I wear these glasses, sometimes it's hard for me to see the lines and what it's doing. So that's why I change mine to 3. The second moving average is going to be set to 7. So you're just going to go in here and change this to 7. And I'm going to change it to this pink purplish color. It really depends on your computer and the graphics as to whether it looks more purple or more pink. I prefer to call it purple. And then we're going to go in here to our zigzag. And the zigzag, we're going to leave everything but the deviation, which we're going to change to 4. And then I'm going to leave it at the yellow color, but I'm going to make it 3. And these are the colors that I prefer. You know, if you prefer different colors other than these, that's fine. Just make sure you make notes of it in the strategy. If you're writing these things down, just make sure you make notes of what's what. The stochastic is going to be set at the default, and I'm just going to thicken the lines up here. And I'm going to change this one to the purplish pinkish color so that it matches the lines here. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you a couple of things that you need to be looking for as far as when to get in a trade. The first thing you're going to want to be looking for is you're wanting the white moving average, the 3, to be crossing the purple or whatever color you have it at the same time as the stochastic is crossing. As you can see right here, it's doing both in this candle. Also, this right here, when you're seeing that the zigzag as well as both of the moving averages are crossing all in the same candle, that is a definite indication that the trend is going to continue in that particular direction. And you can see that it did go up in that direction, and also in this candle as well. They all kind of didn't cross at the same time, but they all crossed in this candle, and then it went down a little bit. So when all 3 of the indicators, the zigzag and both of the moving averages, are crossing on the same candle, that is an indication that it will continue in that direction. I'm going to try to find another what you need to be looking for. You also need to look for like big movements like this, and not movements where it's, green, red, green, red. You want to make sure that you're seeing the continuation, and you can tell the continuation by looking at the stochastic and how the stochastic is going up. If the stochastic is going in a direction where it's apart like this, that is a big indication that the trend will continue in that direction as well. And see, like right here, this is where I was talking about with the 3 all 3 lines of the 3 indicators here. They're all crossing in there, and look at that big downtrend in the red. So those are the things that you're going to be looking for, as well as I'm looking for a big spike. A big spike like this usually means that it's going to continue in that same direction. and going up. So what we're going to do, and sometimes it doesn't, you just kind of have to watch, because if your 7 moving average is like a line and it's literally going across, most of the time the trend will not continue. And let's just sit here and let's see what happens with this, because we might get into this trade right here. Okay, see how the 7 moving average is starting to go down? See, if we would have gotten in there, we would have probably lost this trade, because it's probably going to reverse. So let's go into the market and let's see what we can find, and let's do some trading and make some money. So this, like right here, looks like a very good place to get into a trade, so I am. You have all 3 of your lines going through this candle here. You have your 3 moving average, it's pointing up. You have your other moving average that's pointing up, and you have your stochastic that is also pointing up towards the overbought zone. And you can see that the candle is taking off, and we will see if it continues to go up. There we go. There's the zigzag going across to the next candle, which means that the candle will, yes, it will continue in that up direction, and we are going to win this trade, and then we will look to the trade and look for another one. If anybody wants to get started with pocket option, just check out the link below the video, as well as the link to our Facebook group. And we put out new strategies, answer questions, and that kind of thing. So feel free to get in there and just ask away. So I'm going to change the amount to 1920, because that was the total amount that we won on that last trade. And because it looks like this is going to continue up, I am going to go ahead and do an up trade right here. And we will see what happens with this one. It looks like it's going to continue up. The stochastic is above the overbought zone. Both of the moving averages are pointing up. The 7 moving average is pointing up. So it does look like it is going to continue in that up direction. And we will see. A lot of times you'll have these big candles like this, and then you'll have these little doji candles. Those are the ones that you really have to look out for, because they could mean, you either win or you lose a trade. Let's see. This one's playing around with us. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, God, we lost that one. Okay, so we lost that one by like 2 seconds. But let's go into the market and let's see what we can find with another one. Just be very careful with your entry points. So let's see what we can find with the next trade. And normally I don't trade two currencies in a row. I usually look for another currency pair. So I kind of broke my own rule there. So let's see what we can find here. This one looks like it's going to continue. So let's just get in this trade here and let's see what happens. We have all 3 of the lines crossed here. It's in a definite uptrend because the zigzag is pointing into the uptrend, but you do have your stochastic that's starting to come down, so we will see what happens with this trade as well. Sometimes they still push up even though the stochastic is going down. So and we are coming off of 4th of July, so I hope everyone had a great 4th a few days ago. Today's the 7th, so I'm a little late saying that, but here we go. We got our zigzag has confirmed that the trend is going to continue. Maybe, maybe. Yes, we got it. Yay! So let's find one more trade and let's go from there. So let's see if we can find one more. Okay, this one looks like it's really going to continue in the up direction because you see that this big, huge V here, and it's in the overbought zone. So, and I have changed my trade amount to 25. So let's see what happens with this one. And then this is going to be the last trade of the day. So let's see what happens. Looks like it might continue. If it doesn't, you know what? Tomorrow's another day to trade, but it looks like it's going to keep going up. And we'll see what happens. There it goes, and there's the continuation of the zigzag saying that it's going to continue. So we are going to actually win this trade too. So that's going to be another $48 in profit. There it goes, there it goes. And you see how these strong V's are here. That usually means that it's going to keep continuing. And there we go, we won that one. Yes, so we are going to stop this video now. So everyone have a blessed Friday, and I will see you guys on my next video. If you like it, like and subscribe below. Check out our Facebook group. If you want to get started with the pocket option, go ahead and click my link and get signed up and reach out to me on Facebook, or just comment below in the video comments that you would like to get started with pocket option. I will be glad to answer any of your questions. And I will see you guys on my next video, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Goodbye.